Can you tell me a little bit, I mean, you were approached to be a mentor. Is that something that you thought twice about? Is it a scary thing?
Well, it's not a scary thing for me because I've done most of everything else in Ireland. I'm nearly 1996. I started in the band Dove in Dublin, and I've done a lot of stuff between talent shows, judging talent shows, being the singer. So I this was another string to my bow. So I wasn't going to say no to it, even though it wasn't something that I was actually going out there looking for. So we were given the job of mentor in October, and basically they give you a quote of what you have to do. You basically have to find a song, find an act, put it together for the 28th of February, and basically have a song that is worthy of Eurovision. So as you know, I was in a pop band. I'm a singer-songwriter. I could have wrote a song that was a good song, that was just a good song and a good pop song. But because you're given the job of being a mentor for Eurovision, I think it's a totally different thing. Yes, there is great songs in Eurovision, but you also have to write the song knowing what it's visually going to look like on stage. So I more or less came up with the concept first, that it was going to be an amalgamation of traditional Irish music, a great pop song, as well as having Irish dancers on stage, because this year being 20 years of Riverdance, we had, everyone around the world on Eurovision remembered us from that year that Paul Harrington and Charlie McGettigan won it. From Riverdance, I don't think people remembered who won that year, even though we won it that year too, because everyone remembered Eurovision that year and Ireland from the Riverdance. So when the concept came about of doing Can-Linn, which is a sing together, Can-Linn, which is the Irish word, sing together, which was actually chosen by my little boy's school there, an Irish school across the way from us here. And I went over to the principal in the school and asked would they do a competition to find the name for the act. So it meant that we were getting all the kids involved as well, and all the mammies involved. So when it came around to the night of the vote on the Late Late Show, people could connect to it. And the song, Heartbeat, which I composed with the three Swedish writers, Jonas Gladnikoff, who has been involved twice before. He is sent off Niamh Kavanagh's song 2010, which is It's For You. Yeah. And Sinead Mulvey and Black Daisy, he did a song with them as well. So he's quite good for Eurovision. He knows his stuff when it comes to Eurovision. So, I mean, I had millions of songs sent. I had 500 or 600 songs.
This is the most Irish-sounding song that we've done for quite some time.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, it's very good for me because I love the Irish music. I love traditional Irish music. I'm not an Irish dancer. I'm not a traditional Irish player. I can't play an instrument. And I just love it. It's such a, when you hear it, it reminds me of the Titanic. It's a real, it's such a resonation. Yeah, it really is. And when people hear the sound of the Baron in it, it automatically gives them that good upbeat feeling, Yeah. And when we put the Baron high part of the Baron sound in it, it was to make it sound as if it was the feet of the Irish dance and river dance. The way it's taka 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 taka.
What would you say is the hardest part? Is it harder to find an artist, or harder to get the right song, or is it just mixing them all together as well? I mean, what's the most angst you've had?
Well, I wasn't really. I don't think actually everything came quite easy, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. Everything came very easy. I mean, I was sent a bulk of songs because even though I have, my brothers are all songwriters. Obviously, my brother Sivas in The Wanted, David was in a band here in Ireland called Zoo. Daniel, my brother, he's a songwriter. He wrote a song on Sivas' album, so they all came with their songs. But just because you're a songwriter doesn't mean I'm going to use it. Yeah. It had to be the song. When I was coming up with the concept of what it was to look like on stage, I knew from the start I wanted Irish dancers in it. So when, obviously when you do an Irish dancing thing on TV, they say, oh no, you've got to have the Irish dancing sound of the feet on track, But I built the track of the sound of the feet into the song. So I didn't have to add that in because I knew on the stage on the night, I was going to have Irish dancers because it was to look visually what it's going to look like when we go to Copenhagen. So I wanted to look like it's going to look like the show as much as the song is going to be fantastic on the night. It's got to be a great show. Kasey said when she heard it the first time, she couldn't wait to do it. And that's what I want. Everyone involved in it goes, oh my God, we love it. Everyone involved in it has the same feeling that I have for it. And I'm a very spiritual person, and when the song was coming about, it was a very spiritual song for me because it was such a good heartfelt song, such an anthem, because we've just came from the darkness of all the stuff that we've gone through with the recession. We want to come out of that, and we want to bring Ireland back to the positiveness that we had when we won the Eurovision back to back. Do you know what I mean? So it's such a spiritual song for me. To other people, it's very much a love song. To Kasey, she says some days she listens to it and it resonates with her in a different way to what way it resonates with her. I've heard her in the studio singing the song when it was originally putting down the vocal, and I am so proud to send her, because I would love to do it myself if I was allowed to do it. It's a song that I'd love to do myself, and she does it so brilliantly. Do you know what I mean? So I told her she's got to stand out front. She's got a stick microphone, and she's just got to sell that song to the audience. She doesn't have to do anything else. The dancers do the dancing.
If I ever had a day where I was feeling slightly down, 20 seconds talking to you would bring me back up again. So I think...
Yeah, but that's what type of person I am. What's meant for you will not pass you, and that's so true. It doesn't pass you, and if this is our time to shine, and this is Ireland's time to shine for this competition, and to bring it back home again, I mean, this is our 7th time, please God, to win it. Do you know, I'm saying we're going to win it, and I'm saying we're going to win it with my song, because I am putting that out there to the universe, because I want the universe to bring it back.
I appreciate very much your time. I know you've got a busy life, you've got the family and all, and you're a charm to talk to. I just have to say that. And hopefully I'll get seeing you next week as well.
Hopefully you have to buy your flag now. You've got to buy the flag.
Oh yes.
Buy the flag and buy the ticket for Copenhagen. We're going.
Oh, I'm there. I'm already organised to be there. So listen, I appreciate your time. It's wonderful to talk to you, Hazel, and good luck in the competition.
Thank you very much. Thanks.